Hey y'all, in this video, you're going to experience a live training session that I did back in 2023. It was a great group of agents right here in my office, and you're going to see the slides. Now, I did a bunch of editing. I tried to make it as concise as possible for you guys here on YouTube. It was a training session that I did on the home value digital farm. And I walked this group step by step on how to get to 100 listings a year with this digital marketing strategy. So I hope you guys enjoy. If we haven't met yet, my name is Patrick Ferry. I'm a coach with my brother, Tom Ferry's company. My beautiful wife is a real estate agent here in San Diego. If you like this content, please give it a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button. And then to support me, all I ask for is check out in the description box some of the affiliates and the referral companies that are supporting me. I appreciate you doing that. Today, I get to show you exactly how you can get 100 listings a year from digital farming. I have a background in both topics, how to get listings and digital marketing. Let's have some fun. First and foremost, digital marketing and real estate is a tricky topic. What is a definition that would be helpful to you guys to understand what I'm talking about? How do we build a database? How do we build a following online in which people say, absolutely, yes, I want to follow your education, your service, and they fully opt in. And then that ultimately leads to sales and opportunity. Digital marketing, that's what it's all about. Now let's talk about homeowners. What do we know that homeowners deeply care about? What's the one thing they absolutely would follow? What do we know that would positively or negatively impact their lives? The value of their home. This is from 2000. This is what's happened with home values. So on this particular index, from the year 2000 to the year 2022, the home values went from 100 on the index to 300. That's a little bit of significance. So in the last 2 decades, values have tripled on average across the United States. Now, if you didn't own, this really sucks. But if you did own, you absolutely love this, don't you? Why I'm so passionate about this topic? Because you see that dip from 2006 and it went down. That's when I was talking to a lot of homeowners. I actually was in the room listening to conversations with real estate agents and homeowners, and I was a part of thousands of conversations as homeowners were in that dip, the down. They were losing their shirts, losing their investments, losing their money. And so I became a very passionate advocate that real estate agents and their community need to have a better relationship around this thing called their home value and the market. And then we went on a run from 2010 all the way forward. And it's been a fun ride. And for those that were paying attention to home values and who understood how to leverage real estate, did anyone make any money in that last run? So do any homeowners care about this at all? What do you guys think? Here was an interesting stat. I just pulled this up this morning. The average homeowner in the US now possesses more than 274,000 in equity, up significantly from 182,000 before the pandemic, according to CoreLogic, right? This is June of 2023. The average homeowner in the United States to increase the value of by 100 grand roughly. That's a big deal. Now, when I challenge a lot of my coaching clients, I have a lot of clients who sell hundreds of homes a year to make over $1 million in real estate in every single market from to New York to Toronto to Vancouver to LA to whatever, you name it. I'm always saying we really should be figuring out how to help homeowners to follow the value of their home. Most of the agents I talk to say, nah, they're not interested. That's so confusing to me. How could they not be interested? And then I did some research on Ahrefs, Ahref. It's called Ahrefs. This is the premier SEO research tool in the world. When I pulled up in Ahrefs and I was looking to see how often does someone search for information online for more information about the value of their home? Wow. In May of 2023, when I pulled this report, the previous month of April, 44,000 people typed into Google, Bing, or one other search engine the word Zestimate. 44,000 people did that in 1 month. Wait, but 32,000 people typed in, how much is my house worth? 27,000 people that same month typed in home value estimator.
14,000, 10,000, 8,000, 7,000. And there's a variety of different other ways that they did it. So the total number of people who actually expressed an interest online to learn more about values of a home was 343,000 times. And most of my clients are sitting there going, what should I do to get another listing appointment? What should I say to a neighbor at an open house? What information should I provide my past clients and friends? What should I post on social media? What should I talk about in my housing market report? What should I put in an email to my database? Here is my big concern. I have a huge concern. And what's that company right there? Every single top agent that I will ever talk to will ask me two questions. One of the questions is, does it work? Does home value digital farming? Question number two, every top agent will ask me every single time, who is doing it? Show me an example of someone who's doing it. Now, who's the most successful online marketer in the real estate industry who sells the most homes from the leads that they generate in our industry? Who is it? Whoops. Oh my gosh. We have a mantra in the Tom Ferry world. It's called R&D, rip off and duplicate. Do you see that says, claim your home? And then I wonder what this company providing them. Are they providing them an estimate of the value of their home? That house right there. By the way, the best news that exists for us is that number is way off, right? Now, but this is where I get real nervous. This is the email. That's my old house that I sold. This is the email that I got when I claimed my home. Does that look familiar at all? I get an email. Wait, they say claim your home, and then they send you an email and it has a estimated value. Then it has a median neighborhood estimate forecast telling you about the direction of the market. And then they provided me what? Comps. Oh my God. R&D. Do you guys remember that word? R&D? Rip off and? Wait a minute. And then what is Zillow going to try and do with their home value digital farm of how many homeowners of your past clients, of how many homeowners of your friends and family? What are they going to try and do? Oh, wait, did they partner with Open Door? Oh, do they have Zillow Premier Agent clients who now they take 35% of that commission? So are they going to market to your friends, past clients, your neighbors, everybody that you know that they should sell their home with them? Because in digital marketing, remember what digital marketing is? I offer something of value to people online. They get to follow it. Then I get to market my services to them and I earn the opportunity to do business with them. And isn't that what Zillow is doing with all of us right now? Are we clear about why home value digital farming is a good idea? Here's my goal with you guys. How do I get you guys to 10 listings a year annually from your home value digital farm as fast as possible? And then the goal is to get to 100. Everyone write the number down. The number is 6,000. Why is the number 6,000? Because the average turnover rate in the United States right now is what? Of the 100, I think it's like 140 million homes in the United States, how many of them will sell this year? About 5 million. And so the turnover rate, the number of homes that sell this year will be about 3.5%. If 3.5% on average of the total number of homes sell, then what I reverse engineered was, if you guys have 6,000 homeowners who said yes to follow the value of their home with you, which we'll get into the details later on how to do that. If 6,000 say yes, then at a 3.5% turnover rate annually, that's 210 homes that will sell that year, every year. And if 210 sell, I'm making the assumption that if you do a good job in your digital marketing, that we'll at least get half of them to give you an opportunity. And if half of them say yes, that's 105 listing opportunities. This is my plan right here. These are the things that we're going to go through. I want to help you guys with your next home buyer. As a coach, one of my jobs is to make implementing hard things as easy as humanly possible. So I tried to structure this next series in a way that it's the easiest way for you to get it done. Okay. Next home buyer, your past clients, your center of influence, seller leads, the home value leads that we all bought many years ago. If you were in the business like I was in 2015, 15, 17, we bought a bunch of those. None of them performed. We need to resurrect those. Email newsletter, right? The ultimate seller lead follow-up, your next listing appointment, right? The seller that's going to sell with you that told you that they're going to sell their home within the next 60 days. That is super important that we get them on this. Your geographic farms, which I'll help you guys with, and then digital marketing, the Google trifecta. All of that is mostly free, mostly low cost, which is really exciting. Let's get to the work. Your next home buyer. Here's the question that I challenge all my coaching clients with. I say, look, you just sold a house. We sell houses in San Diego to a lot of very smart, bright people. Those people will be asking you the question, how should I follow the value of my home? They should be asking you, I just bought this asset. What's the best way for me to do this? We must answer that question and then now deliver that in a nice value proposition. So what's the best way? I have determined that there's 3 ways. Follow the unique value of a property like a professional. That's the line I like a lot. Follow the value of your home like a pro. 3 things. Number 1 is we must have some AVM like a Zestimate, right? And I recommend HomeBot. The second thing is to follow the comps, just what Zillow is doing right now. Then we have to get better at being able to talk about the housing market. And I have a lot of training on that for you guys for free. We're not going to cover it now, but we got to get good at this. It is really important to have that brand. Those are the 3 things. Next, we'll go to the next thing is, this is super important and it's driving me bonkers that a majority of my real estate agent friends, including myself, are not doing a good enough job with our purchase anniversary CMA with the past clients that bought a home with us. Now, all of my clients who actually do it and do it frequently constantly get new business from that one activity, right? My great client, Zach Nelson, this week, Patrick, I just got another new client from doing a purchase anniversary of someone who bought a home with me 4 years ago. It's constant. But then I hear from a bunch of my clients, Patrick, I have no business right now. Well, have you been doing your purchase anniversary? No, I forgot. Don't you think that every homeowner deserves to have an updated comp analysis from us who purchased a home from us? Don't you think they just deserve that? I've said this to a bunch of you guys. It's embarrassing that we don't do that. The fact that the whole industry completely neglects this is embarrassing, right? And then we lose all our business. Now, look at this quote down below. This is my commitment to you guys. That is what I want. I want you guys to establish a stronger brand identity and relationship with your community as an authority in home values and the market. Are you guys okay with that, having that brand identity? Would that be okay? I know all of you want to be the cool person brand. Fine. I know you guys want everybody to follow you based upon your latest thing that you're doing. Fine. I would like everybody to be like asking you nonstop about that. Next, permission script. After I tell my past client, hey, here's how I'm going to set you up to follow the value of your home. Here's what I'm going to do. I've got this cool service called HomeBot. I occasionally do these housing market videos. I've got a pretty cool service where you can follow the comps. I'll get all that dialed in for you. Once a year, I'm going to, on the purchase anniversary month, I'm going to follow up with you and I'm going to give you an update on the value of your home. Sound good? Yeah, me too. I'm excited about that. And by the way, what a great excuse for me to stay in touch with you. And I needed an excuse because I really didn't ever want to talk to you ever again. Some of my past clients I invite over for mimosas on Sunday. Some of my past clients, I would never want to talk to them again except for real estate. It's all good. But anyways, so I designed this script right here for that moment for your next past client that this is what you ask. You ask for permission, right? So I solved the big riddle in the industry, which is how do we ask for referrals? It's weird asking for referrals without ever asking them why we do it, or even asking for permission to do it with them. And when they say, of course, now we have full-blown permission. Send them a text, throw it in an email, give them a call every once in a while and just say, hey, by the way, and it's totally fine. But I noticed I have a ton of past clients that I didn't do that with, and it's awkward. Do you guys notice that at all? And I'm a coach. I'm supposed to be like, oh, let me show you how I call my past clients and ask them for referrals. I was like, but I'm so awkward about this until I figured this out. Once we get your first done with your next buyer who buys a home, then let's figure out how to go to your previous clients. Now, for those of you that have been in the business for a while, some of you are newer, it's not relevant, but I just want to make sure I cram this point into your head forever. That quote right there. Every business in the world that is wildly successful always adds new features and services to their existing business. So a lot of my coaching clients who have thousands of past clients who I'm introducing this to, in their mind, they go, I haven't been doing it for 20 years. And what they're not realizing is every one of the companies and services that they respect and love and adore is constantly announcing new services every year. Apple announces a new service every year. We've got new features to the iPhone, to our great clients. You get this new feature. To the world who's not a client yet, come get the feature, right? That's what happens every year, except for real estate agents. We don't realize. So when I say you now have a new service to announce, this is great news. Go announce it like Steve Jobs would when he announces the new iPad. Make a big show of it. Not maybe I'll just send a quick email, and that's just not the right thinking process. Now, for some of you may or may not have a lot of past clients. Like people who have thousands of past clients. We've got to figure out what's the way to do this. So pop-bys, calls, emails, video presentations, texts, right? We have to then also start to think about the sequence, right? Because if a bunch of you guys grab HomeBot and you go, hey, I was talking to one of my clients, Steve Mortensen, yesterday. He's got 500 people in a database. I said, so how many names, addresses, and emails do you got? Roughly about 500. And I was like, so we need to upload them into HomeBot and let's get a first HomeBot report over to them. Now, should we do all 500 at one time? What's the answer? Probably not, because I don't want him to get blown up from this. So what's the sequence? So maybe let's do 50, then maybe let's do 100, and let's test out how that works. And then I said, if you did this, and then what if we did a ringless voicemail, letting all of your database know that you're going to do this, one-to-many ringless voicemail at 10 cents per delivery, very low cost. At 500, that's $50 to get 500 voicemails saying, hey, by the way, I'm announcing a new service called HomeBot, and I'm going to get you a nice home report into your email within the next 24 hours. Take a look at it. Can't wait to get your feedback on that. Good idea. Text message, mass text, one at a time. Do a video presentation, you explaining this, put it in an email like a bomb, put it on YouTube, put it in your social. I don't care, but let's get that figured out. Yes, everybody? And what happens is inevitably my coaching clients go, great idea, coach, you're the best. And then the next week I say, what did you do? And they're like, I don't even remember what you said. Okay. So I'll pause for just a second as we get into some more depth here. I need to just, for my new agents really fast. I've been doing this for 20 years. I've met the most successful real estate agents on the planet, very close friends. I've seen people come in and out of this business and fail miserably. Even very smart, talented, hardworking people fail. I've seen people go through multiple different cycles. So in one sentence, what's the difference between agents that are wildly successful and everybody else? Consistency, systems, what else? Persistence, I like it, good. Follow-up, yep. All of those things, but the two words that I really think about is execution and implementation. Implementation. See, implementation, I give you a good idea. Execution and implementation means that it now happens in your business and it happens consistently. It happens with a system, and now we get the result. Implementation is the most important thing. There are too many good ideas in the industry with a massive amount of lack of execution and a significantly big problem with implementation. Implementation means it now lives in my business independent of me, right? I can go on vacation for a year and the business continues to come in and work. That's implementation, right? Lots of people execute, but without the implementation of the right systems, everything falls apart. Next, the goal is I want feedback from your next past clients, your friends. I want them to say, thank you for this. Why do I want them to say thank you? Because I want you to feel good that the value has been delivered, that the service is something that people value. Everybody says you should provide more value. What is that? How do you know that value has been delivered? When someone thanks you for it. So I want you guys to get the thank you, which will create the motivation and drive and the confidence to now go tell the world what you have. If you don't have confidence that the value of the service is good, you won't tell anyone. That's the secret, okay? Now, HomeBot advice. We have to let them know that an AVM, the HomeBot AVM, Automated Valuation Model, the same thing as a Zillow's estimate and a Redfin value, that needs to be tuned not only by the homeowner, but also by the agent. And that unique value proposition is the difference between Zillow's estimate and us, is that it's tuned by them and you so that the accuracy is the best. Oh, so we can have a better accurate valuation than their Zillow's estimate that they're looking at right now every day? Yes, we can. Good idea. Should we do a video? Should we write an email? Should we try and make sure we share that content with them? Because all of my clients who are like, my past client said that the valuation was off. And I'm like, because we need to customize it together, a relationship with the customer on the tool owned by you. Next is our sphere of influence. Everybody that's close to you, your friends, your family, your neighbors, your acquaintances. Now that I've gotten thank yous, I feel good about the service. I'm comfortable with my setup, my HomeBot, my KW comp report, my housing market video, email, newsletter, whatever it is that you're doing, your stack. Once you get comfortable with that, now go announce it to the next group. Now, I love ChatGPT. ChatGPT is my favorite tool because it'll just write the email for you. It'll write the text message for you. It'll write the video script. It'll write the social post for you. So when you go to ChatGPT, you say, hey, ChatGPT, would you write an email inviting my friends and family to follow the value of their home like a pro with my awesome, cool tool set, and that they get to try it for free? And then could you please write that in an email that is like this? Oh my gosh, look at that. That's amazing. Copy, paste, send. Hey, ChatGPT, can you turn that into a text message so I can send it to my friends and my neighbors and the people that I know? ChatGPT, can you make that a little bit shorter? Oh, that's pretty good. Copy, paste, send, right? Hey, ChatGPT, can you turn that into a social media, Facebook Live, Instagram Reel, Instagram Story script, a LinkedIn article, you name it? Sure, good idea. Done, done. That stuff used to take me, guys. I am an expert in presentation writing. I have studied every single language pattern that exists in the world. I can write stuff at will really good. ChatGPT does it so much faster and better than I could ever. It is, you guys got to get good at that and get on with it because it is awesome. Okay. Now, bonus, you guys need to, if you sign up for HomeBot, you need to jump in and get their Facebook post. You need to get their email. So HomeBot has a bunch of resources for you guys to speed this process up because some of you are not any good with ChatGPT. Some of you don't even know what I'm talking about, right? So just go in and get the tools from the resources. Go check to see what KW provides you guys for free. You already paid for it for their little comp report, right? You probably already have an email newsletter opportunity available to you for free right now. If you have a email newsletter, we really need to work on this. And basically, I'm just going to tell you guys, you need to go to at the end, I'll talk about my YouTube channel. I've got a couple videos on email newsletters, and you guys really need to get on with it. Okay. But if I'm asking all my clients to go into ChatGPT and to create a 2-sentence call to action to follow the value of their home like a pro, and we're going to position that in our email newsletter at the top, not at the bottom, at the top in our newsletter so that we're getting more engagement, whether or not it's a click through to your HomeBot link to get more people involved. We've got to work on that in our email newsletter, okay? And by the way, in digital marketing, it's everything starts with email. Why does everything start with email? All of you guys that have been trained on your online marketing plan, it all started with social media. Why do all of the highest level digital marketers in the world start with email? There's one difference. What's the difference between my Facebook friends, my Instagram followers, my LinkedIn connections, my YouTube subscribers, and my email? What's the difference? One algorithm change to any one of those, what happened? Whoops. Is it easy to get people's attention in there? Hard. The foundation is always email, period, end of story. In all digital marketing, you build an email database with a newsletter. That is where the hub of all of your high quality educational content lives. That is how it works in the real world, except for real estate agents. How do I get more followers on Instagram? Okay, have you gotten any clients on Instagram yet? No, but I have 10,000 followers. I have a client with 600,000 TikTok followers. I have multiple clients with 25,000 Instagram followers, right? Like, guys, if there was a way to get it done, I would be teaching it to you. Email. Now, content mission statement, okay? If you read the book Content Inc., what I highly recommend, it's advanced how to build a business as a content entrepreneur. I stole his content mission statement and I switched it to a real estate agent. So do you guys provide content for your real estate friends and clients? Each edition is packed with the latest housing news, home ownership strategies and ideas, buyer and investor tips, inspiring real estate stories, exclusive education, all to help you thrive and build what? That's a pretty bold statement, isn't it? Okay, now let's set the bar high and let's all work our way to that. Okay, let's keep rolling. Next, old seller leads. Okay, I know a bunch of you guys have a ton of those stupid old seller leads that we all bought, those home value leads that you don't even know where they are in your CRM. Would you please go get them, find them, and get them set up immediately? I have clients who have hundreds and they have thousands of these stupid home value seller leads that we ran Facebook ads to. And by the way, would it be a good idea to start that back up now that we have a real home value digital farming strategy? But again, that's paid. I'm only going with free where you already paid for it. Okay, so let's get on with that. Next is your next follow-up, your next future seller. This is super important. I'll take a minute here, okay? We have a problem, everybody. By the way, I really recommend you guys go on my YouTube channel and watch my advanced seller follow-up video. That is a very good session on seller follow-up, okay? But I would just want you guys, see that script right there? It says, I want you to know the value of your home better than the average agent. So the next seller who's going to sell their home with me in 2 months, I want them to know the value of their home accurately better than the average agent. Why? Because in this environment, we've had a more than 50% decline in the total number of buyers who are willing to buy a home in this environment because of a doubling of the interest rate and the cost of buying a home. So the buyer demand has gone way down. Doesn't mean that it's not there. 5 million buyers will make the decision to buy a home this year. I think there's plenty. There's just significantly less. There's not 6.5, which is what we experienced in 2021. There's 1.5 million more buyers. It was a lot of buyers, right? And then when you had a 2.5% interest rate, buy two. Good idea, right? You guys follow me? So we're going to have significantly less buyers then, but the sellers still feel like it's the same type of high value market. Do we want to have our next seller make sure that they are following the comps that we want them to follow? Do we want them to be looking at our housing market information? Do we want their AVM customized not only by them, but also by us? What do you guys think? So that when you meet with them, they're not doing their own research, coming to really bad conclusions, then you show up and now you guys are fighting. And when you fight with your sellers, it's not good, is it? Now, geographic marketing plan. If you don't have a geographic farm, that is a major mistake. And you need to go onto my YouTube channel and watch all my free content on geographic farming. and get your head on straight. This is easily one of the most, one of the longest strategies that's existed in real estate. And the big problem is all of you guys, the only thing you think about is spending money on direct mail. And that's why it doesn't work for pretty much 99% of the people that try it. Direct mail is not the way that you do a geographic farm. Now, is it a component of it? Yes. Is it the only way to do it? Absolutely not. Is there a free way to start? Of course. Is there a way to make money without ever spending a dime? Of course. Once you make money from your geographic farm effort, reinvest some of that money back into direct mail after you're profitable. That's how you do it. I have all of that articulated on my YouTube channel in a playlist. Just go enjoy. But use ChatGPT for your geographic farm to get all of those lead sources to start following the value of their home like a pro with you. Turn your expensive postcard geographic farm into a wildly inexpensive digital home value farm. And let's use ChatGPT to write the letters, to do your postcards, to get the emails, to write the post that you're going to put into the next door thing. Get it for all of your next open house, the door hanger that you're going to do, the door drop that you're going to do, everything. The YouTube in-stream housing market video that you're going to do that you guys don't know about that you wish you did because it's so awesome, but I can't get any of my clients to do it. But one of the most successful agents in the world, Mr. Tim Smith in Orange County, he is doing that every month, a la compliments of one of my buddies who introduced me to it. And then now one of the most successful agents on the planet is doing it, Tim Smith's videos. And it's so low cost, 3 cents per view. I wonder how many views I can get at 3 cents per view. A lot. That's pretty good. Okay. Next, advanced digital marketing. I was beating up on my coaching clients this morning as I was role playing with them. But I just want to point to right now for free, there are 3 places that you should be extending the offer to follow the unique value of their home like a pro with them. One of those places is your Google business profile. You need to make an offer on your Google business profile. You should be consistently doing a post about following the value of their home with a link to your HomeBot link or your sign up for your email newsletter link or to email you at the basic minimum. That is free. Weirdly enough, lots of activity happens there. Now, YouTube, it is free. You absolutely should be on YouTube, building a YouTube channel, and you should be talking about the housing market and following the value of their home in a variety of different ways and extending the offer nonstop for people to follow the unique value of their home like a professional with you, and that you have a great set of tools and services that you are inspired by, that your clients thank you for, and that you are proud of, and that you can't wait to set them up for free. And you would love to do that, and they should text you, call you, email you, come over to your house, right? Whatever it is, champagne and roses, right? Last, blog post. I'm working on a lot of SEO with website build outs right now. And we are doing a ton of content on how to follow the value of your home on a blog post. Leverage ChatGPT, have some fun with that. It's really cool. There's a ton of content. Then integrate your call to action into the blog post. Then go to your thing called an email and then write an email and said, I just did an awesome blog post on how to follow the value of your home like a pro in San Diego. Check it out. And then put in your email, the blog post link. Then all of your database goes and reads the email or the blog post on following the value of your home like a pro in San Diego. And then they click the link to the HomeBot and get themselves signed up. That was free. That was easy. That was fun. Do you guys follow me? Then take that same thing and put it onto your LinkedIn and create an article. Then go do a Facebook Live every single month talking about how to follow the value of your home like a pro. Do it on your Instagram Live. Do it on your story. Do it nonstop. Yes, everybody? So how quickly can we get to 6,000 is the question. I will leave with this. Last thing is, I absolutely do not want Zillow to take all of our clients. I don't want that. I don't want your next listing appointment referencing the Zillow's estimate and being completely off. And then you are now stressed out for 30 days trying to sell a property because your next listing appointment was completely off on the value of their home. And you're now stressed out for 30 days and now you don't get a paycheck for longer than you needed to. and then you spend way too much time dealing with that seller. Therefore, you didn't go get more business, which is why you're not selling as many homes as you should.
Hey, if you got to the end of this session, you are a fan for me. Make sure that you jump down and get on my email newsletter. As I've stated, I do not send it very often, and I only send really important information or high quality education, some interesting announcements. Like I said at the beginning, to support me and the channel, go down and check out some of the affiliates and sponsors that I have there. You know, if you're looking to hire a virtual assistant, wow, you should jump in and have a session with Sphere Rocket. Their value proposition is incredible. Their cost basis is so much better than everybody else's out there. Definitely let me know if you do that. I have a special training session that I'm doing with a bunch of clients who've gotten VAs who are looking for some more digital marketing support. So if you sign up or if you want to learn a little bit more about that, please check in with me. As most of you guys know, I'm a huge fan of Sierra Interactive. One of the main reasons I love Sierra Interactive is because of that market report, which is really one of the best tools for the digital farm strategy. So make sure you check them out. And of course, you know, maybe Land Voice or Property Radar, which are a killer source of homeowners and potential seller data that we can use for marketing to build our digital farm. So if you have any questions about any of these things and you need some additional help, just, you know, shoot me an email, send me a text, leave a comment down below. I'm here to support you guys. Hope you have an awesome day. Thanks for supporting me. Give this a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you on the next one.